106 R&B and Throwbacks on 106 Live Radio. Atlanta's music leader.
I can show you the world.
And this world is CeeCee's. You want R&B? We got it. You want classic hip-hop? We got it. You want all the hot tea? Our girl CeeCee's got you covered. So, what are you waiting for? Come be a part of CeeCee's world on 106 Live Radio.
Happy Saturday. You have just stepped into CeeCee's world. And yes, I am your girl, CeeCee. Who, if this is your first time in CeeCee's world, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. We got Miss Lisa in the building. Appreciate the love, Miss Lisa. Thank you. It's going to be, again, like each and every Saturday, honey, it's a party. It's a party, and we partying today. We got a lot of ATL jams. So if you're not from Atlanta, that's okay, because I'm going to need you to party and jig with your girl. But we got some stuff to talk about, right? So I don't know if you guys saw this post by our boy. Oh, goodness, why his name just escaped me. Nevertheless, he made a post and it said that everyone is single for the right person. Well, we gotta talk about that. And he also made a post and said, if nobody loves me, my ex loves me. And now, is that a flex or not? But we're going to get in it today. We got all the things to talk about. Of course, in the celebrity quick sip, it is things popping off. And we got to get into that tea. And of course, the question of the day. So we got a jam-packed show today, and it is going down. But you do not want to miss the party. So don't go anywhere. We got to let T.I. start us, baby. We got to bring them out right here in CeeCee's world.
Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. Come on. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out. Yeah. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got a hit, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Raws don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, strippers getting naked before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling.
Bring them out, bring them out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring them out, bring them out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring them out, bring them out.
Front the back, they yelling.
Bring them out, bring them out.
Yeah, what other southern rapper hooded than this? I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by blow, I was moving the brick. You talk about shooting out, now we're doing it prick. If I hit you in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I copy chromed out, hard talk, career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't nothing, I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling.
Bring them out, bring them out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring them out, bring them out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring them out, bring them out.
Front the back, they yelling.
Bring them out, bring them out.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do? When you show up on the scene, one or 2 guns drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2. If you happen what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I got a tool and a vest, I can get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show them this ain't the squad or sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well when and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling.
Bring them out, bring them out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Hey, the love it, the love it. Candy girl, shake the love it, the love it, shake the love it, shake the love it, girl, shake the love it, the love it, the love it, the love it. I'm looking for Mrs. bubble gum. I'm Mr. Chico Stick. I wanna dun-dun-dun, oh, cause you so thick. Girls call me Jolly Rancher, oh, cause I stay so hard. You can suck me for a long time. Oh my God, girl, this ain't a dance floor. This a candy store. And I'm really geeked up. And I got more troll. Oh, I pop, I roll, it's soft. I know it's the summertime, but your laughing taffy got me full. Get loose, oh, get low. Don't be shy, I'm Playboy. Oh, I know you wanna ride, you a star, and it shows. What's happening? What's up? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Girl, shake that laffy taffy, that laffy taffy. Shake that laffy taffy, shake that laffy taffy. Girl, shake that laffy taffy, that laffy taffy, that laffy taffy, that laffy taffy. Girl, shake that laffy taffy, that laffy taffy. Shake that laffy taffy, shake that laffy taffy. Girl, shake that laffy taffy. That laffy taffy, that laffy taffy, that laffy taffy.
Come on, Trey, here go Mr. Chocolate. Like the way you break it down, why the stop me watching it? Laugh it, take, I'm liking it. Big ol' keep just shaking, yeah. Close your mouth and don't say, yeah. Been on over here to show. Work that pole and work it well. Stacks on deck, your ain't gon' swell. Girl, let me touch you. I will never tell. Security guard don't scare nobody. Damn right, I took that. All the money, then hit that flow. D4 well, I'm ready to go. Can't even shake no more. They tired out, let's ride out. Wanna go, then she can go. When she get in my car, don't play no more. Start move on, little Marfay, bo. Hey, I already know. Let me see that laughing taffy.
Girl, shake that laffy taffy, that laffy taffy. Shake that laffy taffy, shake that laffy taffy. Girl, shake that laffy taffy, that laffy taffy, that laffy taffy, that laffy taffy. Girl, shake that laffy taffy, that laffy taffy. Shake that laffy taffy, shake that laffy taffy. Girl, shake that laffy taffy.
Music, fashion, hot topics, and girl talk. You are tuned into CeeCee's World. Now on 106liveradio.com.
Welcome back. You are tuned in to CeeCee's World. I am your girl, CeeCee. It's a party in CeeCee's World each and every Saturday. So you don't ever want to miss a moment in CeeCee's World. But honey, what a way to bring them out. T.I. brought them out. We shook some Laffy Taffy. I went back to a moment in time. You understand? It was a time in my life. That was a good time. I mean, I'm aging myself, which is perfectly fine. But honey, there was times at the club. We used to shut it down when Laffy Taffy came on. I'm just saying. But yeah, let's get back. Let's get back in there. I'm out of breath, y'all. I was up in here cutting up. I'm out of breath. But we definitely getting it in today. So the question being, is any woman single for the right person? Depending on the man who asks, or the person who asks, will you all of a sudden become single? You know, listen. I hate to say that I almost think that post had some validity to it. You know, I'm just saying. I'm thinking, you got some favorites out there, right? And these are like those exaggerated outliers that were like, you know, for me, I'm like, yeah, I'm always single for Drake. It's no problem. But the question is, when we're talking about non-celebrity, non-childhood crushes, we're talking like regular people. Do you feel like there just might be somebody that might ask you that question? Hey, are you single? And you start second guessing it? Could it be something about their spirit? Do you feel like you met your real husband, the real love of your life? That's wild. That's kind of a wild thought for me. But you're talking to somebody who believes in love at first sight. So I think it could happen. And so I feel like there is something valid to that statement. Because can you deny connection and chemistry? I don't know. Would you be in a non-marriage relationship. I'm going to say non-marriage because I don't want to even put marriage in this. Let's just put a non-marriage situation in there and say, hey, a non-marriage situation, and you're out here and you meet someone and you have some type of natural, strong chemistry and connection. Are you willing to ignore that because you met somebody else first? I'm gonna have to vote no. Like I can't say this has happened. One, so but I'm like, I don't think I'm willing to ignore real chemistry and connection because I met someone else that I liked earlier. I don't know if is that fair to me? Am I being fair to myself, or is just downright irresponsible? Just, hey, you met that first, you should have met them beforehand. I mean, really, I feel like it's a valid question. And hey, I want to hear from you. Give me a call, 404-464-8785. Are you willing to ignore connection and chemistry because you met someone before or previous or first? You met somebody else first. Are you willing to ignore connection and chemistry? Let me know, but we got to get into a little more of these ATL jams. How about a little trap star from Jeezy and then some Goody Mob? What y'all know about that Goody Mob? B, don't go anywhere. You are in CeeCee's world.
I'm a TRAPSTR. Got the city on lock, big shoes on the car. She likes it. Hey, she likes it. Hey. Let's got the city on smash, streets on click clock. 80 grand just to see the Jacob go TikTok. I'm so materialistic, so well connected. Just ask about me, so well respected. Streets all day, I don't get no sleep. No eating spun divots 4 times a week. Bucket of crab legs, slick had the lobster. I'm the real deal, these other imposters. Pop the gold ballers, yeah, I took those sips. 50 in the trunk, yeah, I took those sips. Keep the white girl, yeah, forever my lady. 2 grand flat, get your 4 in the baby. I'm a TRAPSTR. Got the streets on lock, big shoes on the car. She likes it, hey. She likes it. I'm a TRAPSTR. Keep Barney in the sweets, cop goose from the bar. She likes it. She likes it. Slide through the hood just to check my dough. Trap start fresh from head to toe. Toe to head, the kicks match the cap. Black t-shirt, yeah, match the stroke. The stones in the watch, yeah, they match the chain. New Jordans on his feet, Snowman's the name. Fresh out the paint shop, through the foes on it. Now the Chevy got Lamborghini doors on it. Mix the Grey Goose with the cranberry juices. Can't you tell I really sold those deuces? The squares are white, the tape is black. What else? The wait is over, the real is back. TRAPSTR. Got the streets on lock, big shoes on the car. She likes it. Hey, she likes it. I'm a TRAPSTR. Keep Barney in the sweets, cop goose from the bar. She likes it. Hey, she likes it. Little mama wanna holler at a pimp. My money too straight, I don't walk with a limp. It ain't hard, girl, just use your head. Slices stacked up, I got colonial bread. Now she off the chain, yes.
Got more stretch marks than these hoes. Hollin' they got rank. See Sega ain't in this new world altar. Them experimenting in Atlanta, Georgia. United Nations overseas. Train assassins, do search and seize. Ain't knocking or asking. They're coming for niggas like me. Pro white trash like Dave. Tricks like her. Back in slavery. Concentration camps laced with gas pipelines. Infernos outdoors like they had back when they don't. Hitler, which Sipping in 1945. Listen to me now, believe me later on in the future. Look at where they say. In the Constitution that in the event of a race war, places like Operation Heartbreak Hotel, moments tell until that tight vent seal off this spell. They'll say expect no mercy. Fool, you should be my least worries. Gotta deal with W2-10-99s on mark black helicopter swoop down and try to put missiles in mines. Who's that peeking in my window? Pow, nobody now. Who's that peeking in my window? Pow, nobody now.
Me and my family moved in our apartment complex. A gate with the serial code was put up next. They claim that this community is so drug-free, but it don't look that way to me, cause I can see the young bloods hanging out at the stove. 24/7 junkies looking for a hit of the blow. It's powerful. Oh, you know what else they trying to do? Make a curfew, especially for me and you. The traces of the new world order. Time is getting shorter. If we don't get prepared, people, it's gonna be a slaughter. My mind won't allow me to not be curious. My folk don't understand, so they don't take it serious. But every now and then, I wonder if the gate was put up to keep crime out or keep our ass in.
Who's that peeking in my window? Pow, nobody now. Who's that peeking in my window? Pow, nobody now. Listen up,
Music, fashion, hot topics, and girl talk. You are tuned into CeeCee's World. Now on 106liveradio.com.
Welcome back. You know, it's a party each and every Saturday right here in CeeCee's World, and we're getting it in. It's an ATL type of day today. What's the last time y'all heard some goody ma, a little cell therapy?
Always good. It's
I'm
always good.
listen. You don't even let me cell therapy, soul food. You would have thought I was a rapper.
For real.
I would listen. That's when AT Aliens was out. I was real A-Town.
Oh man.
A-Town, stay down.
I wasn't though, because I was in Texas, so I know all the Texas stuff.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I missed that part of it. That part I'm sad I missed. But I had a lot of fun with the Texas underground rap.
That's what's up. You know, I mean, you know, when stuff was chopped and screwed.
Yes.
Come on.
I'm telling you.
That was a
look,
good time. That was a good
Slim
time.
Thugger, you know.
Who is on College Hill,
Yes.
the celebrity edition.
Paul Wall, that's my dude.
That's my guy.
That is my dude.
You know, he's doing his thing with the grills. Listen, we got some special guests in the building.
Yeah.
Let's introduce yourselves, ladies.
Hi everyone. It's Miss Lovely T, y'all.
All right, we got Miss Lovely T in the building of what's happening in Atlanta.
Yeah.
All right, and
we have Kamisha Sade. I'm a mind, body, and soul coach for women.
ooh,
Yes.
well, it's about to get really interesting. So
Yeah,
I'm
she's
glad
gonna
you're
give us the
here.
vibes.
I'm glad you're here because so I asked the question: are you willing to dismiss connection and chemistry because you met someone else first?
I wouldn't say I would dismiss it.
Mm-hmm.
I would find a way to harmonize it. Okay. And then leverage which one is going to be the highest asset to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I heard you earlier. You were saying, like, you know, you build chemistry and connection with someone new comes along and kind of, you know, is offering that same energy, but maybe at a higher level. I believe you are single until you are married.
Let me tell you why that makes the most sense to me.
Right.
I wholeheartedly agree that you are single until you're married. But so when I saw this post, I was like, you know, people are probably really going to take this and run with it. That, you know, any girl is single depending on who's asking. And I'm like, no, that's dead true. Because again, I am someone who believes in like love at first sight, these instant connections.
Yeah.
And although it's only really happened one time in my life, if it happened again, and I don't have that same type of connection and chemistry, and that's something that I crave, with whomever I'm dating or this relationship that I'm in, I'm willing to entertain the situation.
There we go.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's what I was saying, because I was like, is the guy that I'm currently with doing what he's supposed to be doing? Like, are we on good terms?
Y'all can talk about me later in the group chat, but that's just how I'm feeling.
Right.
You call me what you want to call me.
Especially if he's tall and chocolate. And he comes with
say that. Ooh, white teeth, smooth skin. You know what? I don't have time for this right now.
The men from Ghana.
I don't have time for this.
Caribbean men.
My handsome king is tall and yellow.
Oh, okay. Ain't that wrong with a little yellow?
It's not. It's nothing wrong. He's so handsome. I love him to death.
Right. I didn't think that I would really, because I like Will Smith. He was that was my person.
Come on, Fresh Prince.
But everybody else was like chocolate. So I was surprised when I married my husband, who is like your color. Well, really, he's probably lighter than you.
I was gonna say he's a nice caramel.
Yeah, a little lighter, and he had this little curly hair. So my mom used to call him Ricky Ricardo.
Oh, come on, Miss Lisa with the jokes. Miss Lisa got jokes. Listen. That's okay, but listen, we're gonna pay some bills and we're gonna keep this ATL going with a little dream. Come on, we love to dream, and dream is popping right now. Ask Beyonce. We'll talk about it in a minute, and then we gonna get a little New York in. We're gonna throw a little New York in. Happy birthday to our boy Pop Smoke. May he rest in peace. Let's play some bills first.
Broadcasting live from Atlanta while serving the entire globe. It's the fastest growing radio on the web. It's 106liveradio.com.
Neil Armstrong waited 6 hours and 39 minutes to step onto the surface of the moon. Jackie Robinson waited 20 months to play his first game with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And even DiCaprio had to wait 22 years to win an Oscar. You can wait until your destination. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Let's face it, times are still hard for many families. If you're among those struggling to put food on the table, there is no shame in asking for help, and that help is available. Sustaining Ministries Food Pantry, led by Pastor Brian Downing of Oakdale Church of God, has already given away tons of food and other necessities to families facing financial challenges. The location is 1631 Cooper Lake Road in Smyrna, and they are open Sundays from 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Additionally, if you are in a position to donate supplies, your gift would mean so very much to families in need. Go to sustainingministries.com for more information.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen.
For late nights writing English papers.
For your teen's music taste.
For dinners where they talk more on their phone than with you.
For the first time, they call you mom.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen, and you can't imagine the reward.
To learn more about adopting a teen, visit adoptuskids.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
July is National Cord Blood Awareness Month. Celebrate by spreading the word about cord blood. Cord blood is a term used for the blood collection from the umbilical cord and placenta when a healthy baby is born. Cord blood banking means preserving the newborn stem cells found in the blood of the umbilical cord and the placenta. After a baby is born, and even after delayed cord clamping, there is blood remaining in the umbilical cord and placenta that holds valuable newborn stem cells. Parents have a choice between donating cord blood to a public bank for free or paying to store it for their family in a private bank. Cord blood banking includes the whole process from collection through storage of the newborn stem cells for future medical purposes. To learn more about cord blood banking, visit Parents Guide to Cord Blood Foundation at www.parentsguidecordblood.org. This message was sponsored by Tanasha Gray, host of The Tanasha Gray Show, from 10 to 2 p.m. right here on 106liveradio.com.
Let's think about it, or remember what we're thinking about. The brain is an amazing part of the human body. Brain tumor awareness is so important. Symptoms include new and increasing strong headaches, blurred vision, loss of balance, confusion, and seizure. Do not think twice to get yourself checked if you have any of these symptoms. Just a reminder from Dr. Curtis Minton.
Visit us at Urban Walk. Urban Walk is not just Asian stir fry. Their flavor inspiration expands across the globe: Latino, Korean, Hawaiian, Mediterranean, Caribbean, Indian, and Asian, to name a few. The global exploration of stir-fry flavors and cuisines are endless. And don't forget about the signature sauces made in-house daily. They're made from scratch with our own spices blended together. We're located in Brookhaven, 705 Town Boulevard, Suite A415. Hours of operation are Monday through Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., Thursday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10:30 p.m., and Sundays from 11:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Come on through to Urban Walk and see how we're changing the face of fast food with one great, tasty, fresh experience at a time. Walk your way.
We are broadcasting live from our Atlanta studio. 106liveradio.com.
It goes Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, make the world trapper die, ex-DJ Drama. It goes Free Big Mitch, and Osama. And he ain't talking about nothing, so what's up, little mama? I think your girl want me and shit done shit should. 3 or 4 to make so good. I just run him so fast, we just blow him so fast. Before I even know it, we done blew a whole. Young come through nighttime like a burglar. Type got a young white service. Type of take a phone call while he serves. Backed up, what you
I see you do a thing, you might wanna rap, but she'll make you sing. I was on her, and she was on him. She all up on my thing, and the thing on her hip. She ATL Papa, don't know how to act. She left for one song, and came right back, running on me. The rest of the night, my man started mucking, he can see it in my eyes. Little mama so good, little mama say fly. White feeder with them denim. She keep them heels on high. Man, look at shawty roll. Man, look at shawty go. Sorry, I got it here for you, girlfriend. Now she running fingers through her hair, trying to call her whatever. She like, she dropping down to the floor. I'm like, shawty, you should go, but she like, calling in B, I want on me. All up in my head, now she in my bed. Me and little shawty in the back, talking about this, talking about that. Got her on the throne, she acting all bad. Girl chose me, don't be mad. Kelly told y'all don't bring them in the club. Way she rock that, got the boy in love. In the place.
Roll another one.
Sit up, never like you know it's special packet with them automatics. We gon' send them to heaven. Wait. Hey. Woo.
Oh, you feeling sturdy, huh?
Shake it. She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I woo. And she let it clap for it. And she throw it back for it.
Yeah, she throw it back for it.
Like a Mary. Billie Jean. Christian Dior. I'm up in all the stores. When it rains, it pours. She like the way I heard. Like a Mary. Billie Jean. Christian Dior. I'm up in all the stores. When it rains, it pours. She like the way I heard. When I walk in the spot, 30 on me, buy at the club, know that I'm paid. I'ma get me lit, I can't f with these niggas, cause niggas is gay. All in my page, sucking all in my comments and screaming my name while I'm in the club, throwing them hundreds and fifties and ones. I smoke, they know I'm wildin'. If I'm on the island, I'm snatching the cell. Brody got locked, the night is bail. Until he free, I'm raising hell. Tell my shooters call me FaceTime. For all the times we had to FaceTime. 50 nights we doing state time. If you need the glizzy, you can take mine. Please don't come up to mine. You know I'm like that. I'll make a movie like TNT. Black 30 on me, ask who really want it. I bet I air it like DMB. Now I Blue Island in my section, and I keep that 38 for the weapon. Remember when I came home for correction? All the bad in my direction. She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I woo. And she let it clap for it.
See that? Clap for it.
Music, fashion, hot topics, and girl talk. You are tuned into CeeCee's World. Now on 106liveradio.com.
You are tuned in to 106 Live Radio, where excitement meets diversity 24/7. You are in CeeCee's World. I am your girl, CeeCee, and that was our boy Pop Smoke again. May he rest in peace. I can't get enough of that song. Like, that song is like, it'll just never get old for me.
That's a good one.
It puts me in a mood. It puts me in a most music does. If it's a song that I like,
it's his voice.
Yeah, it's
his voice.
It does something. It definitely does something to me. Now, before you mentioned something about harmony, right? Didn't you say harmony?
Yes.
You might have to explain this, because apparently there's some people that have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I go off of the law of feeling good.
Okay, let's talk about it.
So the law of feeling good. Does the conversation make me feel good?
Mm-hmm.
Does sharing time and space make me feel good? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Does when you text me, does it make me feel good, or do I feel anxious?
Okay.
I pay attention to the way I feel.
Mm-hmm.
So based off the law of feeling good, as long as, if you're building with someone and, like you said, someone else comes along and it still feels good to grow both connections, I would go with that. Go on how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then also, when you're in tune with your feelings, your intuition and your instinct gonna tell you, okay, this is the one. Or, these may just be some great, incredible people to build in your life right now. So I go off of the feeling. How does it feel?
Okay, but see, now this is just adding something to my repertoire. I go off of feeling. So the next person that, hey, if it don't feel good,
Right.
it ain't good, I ain't doing it. It's not for me. But I think I can. I love that so much.
Yeah.
Because maybe low key I do that.
Yeah.
And just couldn't conceptualize that that's what it is that I'm doing.
Right.
Because at the moment it doesn't feel good anymore. I'm like,
yeah. Next.
So I'm good.
Right.
I'm good on this whole situation. And somebody will be like, why? And I was like, his spirit just didn't work with my spirit no more. Like, I just never had a good reason. And
I'm so glad you listened to that.
And it could very be, it stopped feeling good.
Yeah.
It stopped, and I hate to say it stopped serving a purpose, because I feel like every situation has its purpose. Yeah. But that's kind of how I felt sometimes. Like, it wasn't serving me anymore. Because then people are like, you're moving selfishly, and I'm like, well,
you're supposed to.
I want to. Like, I feel right. I don't.
Why are we not supposed
You're supposed to.
Why is selfish a bad thing?
It is only when it comes to women.
I feel like everyone is going to be selfish, and the moment you stop being quote unquote selfish, that's when you lose. Right? Because
Correct.
If you look out for you first and foremost, and you aid yourself and you feel good, you can serve others accordingly. But if you're depleted and you're putting people before you, you end up being insecure. You end up you're not serving yourself.
Yes.
So selfish. That's the one. We can be that all day. Give me the name.
I absolutely agree with that. I do not like the bad connotation that selfish has.
Yes.
Like, if it's selfish and damaging, that's a problem. But being selfish and thinking about yourself first, like you said, like, if I'm putting all this energy for everyone, and I am refusing to take time for me and to do things that make me feel good, so I'm not operating 100%. Right. I'm going to give y'all the best 65% I have, because I haven't even got whole yet, because I can't get me together.
Yes.
And there in itself is a disservice.
That's a disservice.
But I feel like mothers can't help it. Sometimes we cannot help but to do it. My best friend right now, I love her to death. She is going full throttle. She has 3 kids. She works. She has a husband. She's doing all of the things. Yeah. And this week I called her and I said, find an hour, lock yourself in the bathroom, take a bath, get your tablet, tell the kids, do not talk to me until I come out of the bathroom, but like, take an hour. Yeah. And you know what she said to me? I'll be okay. Not saying you won't be okay, but could you be better?
It's guilt. It's guilt.
It
It's
is guilt.
of not feeling productive because there's always so much to do.
Correct.
You're a mom, you're a wife, you work. There's always somewhere where you can be more and do more. But the beautiful thing about being a woman, you show up and you're your most vibrant when you just be and when you just are. And I know from a doer standpoint, it sounds like that sounds lazy or, I'll be all right. I'm strong enough to, I'm such a strong woman. I can handle it. But the thing is, strength is beautiful, but not to the point of depletion. Use strength when it's time to use strength, but an hour to just breathe is so necessary every single day. And again, as moms, we have that mommy guilt because as soon as we take some time for us, something's not getting done. There's a hamper of laundry that has been looking at me for a week,
or there's someone on the outside looking like and you feel judged. Like, I kind of had to, I watched a good program and but let me tell, my mother did that my entire life, and it used to drive me nuts. I don't know if y'all remember the little bitty black and white TVs that were like portable. She would take it in her bathroom, and she'd be like, "Do not talk to me until I come out the bathroom." And it was like it wasn't like cable. It had like bunny ears, and she would be in there watching like TBS shows, and in the heat of the night, that was her thing. Anyway, she would be watching her shows, and I would just be sitting by the door waiting for her to open it because we knew you do not knock on that door. You do not, mom. No. She was gonna take it. She was gonna paint her nails. And as we got older, that time went from 30 minutes to an hour. As a kid, it seemed like she was in there all day. To a little more time. And she come out and her nails be freshly painted. I was like, what were you doing in there? But as I reflect now, that was her time and she needed that. She needed that. Right. And I didn't want anything.
Yeah, and that's why when I was telling them earlier, I took a little me day and I went to the movies, all excited to see my man Thor. And fell asleep on him. I was
you're so tired.
I seen the beginning and the end. I don't know. I know what happened in the middle.
Like, I was happy to hear it. I was happy that you fell asleep in the movies because you needed that. If you didn't, you wouldn't have fell asleep.
Right. It's like nobody was mom. Yeah. There's no 5 minutes, 10 minutes of, situations in my house. I have to leave.
Listen, low key, when my kids were, they were like middle school. So they were old enough to, you good.
Yeah.
I would sit in my car before going into my house. And sometimes I might have been in that car an hour. I've been home.
Yeah.
I just did not get in that car because I needed my peace.
Right.
And of course, eventually somebody starts tapping on the window. But I'm going to steal whatever this time is. Right. And so I got really comfortable with it being in my car. To this day, I pull up. I'm still in my car for a second because it's just like that's my time. That was my time for so long.
Yes, little wind downtown. I go park around the corner at the park.
You know what I mean?
Like I'm not a house. I'm just around the corner.
Right. Just listen. Steal your moment. Steal your moment because we owe it to ourselves to steal that moment. We owe it to everybody else to be better to steal that moment.
And guess what? Start putting them on board. My moment is from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And it may take a few times to get into that rhythm, but look, you're the gatekeeper. So what you say goes. Look, 9 a.m. This is my time.
Well, you know what? The trick that I learned, I found a show or something that they like, and I will be like, okay, let's have movie night. And I'll get the little snacks and little popcorn, and everybody's sitting down. So then that's my hour, while they're watching the movie, that's my time. So I found that little trick works too.
I like that.
I do like that. I mean, whatever we have to do, like just be selfish if that's the word you want to use. But the only thing I could think into my head is you owe it to yourself.
Yes.
And that is what I have taken even a step further and thinking about my failed fitness and health journeys. Okay. I've been at it for a minute and just doing things and thinking I'm doing things right and just really not taking the right steps and listening to other people and not really just out there willy-nilly by myself.
Right.
Trying to figure it out. Until I got smart and said, hey, why don't you why don't you seek a professional to tell you, hey, this is how you should do it because this is what's going on with your body.
Right.
Best idea I could come up with, but I didn't get there until I was like, I owe it to myself to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because being fed up and just had enough wasn't good enough.
Right.
Because you're only sitting in that frustration for that moment.
Yeah.
Some things are a long journey. And when I'm not frustrated or having that feeling, am I going to really be focused?
Right.
So it was a moment of acceptance and saying, okay, at this point, I owe myself better.
Yeah.
So I want better, not frustration, just I owe myself something better and I want to be better. So I'm going to be better.
Right.
I love that.
Yeah, that is good.
I don't like doing things out of frustration because my frustration is temporary.
Yeah.
Emotions are very temporary. You're so right. And that's some great self-awareness and reflection that you did. You say, you know what? I need someone who's going to hold me accountable. I need someone who's going to help me and be just as vested as I am. Look at that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And she's been killing it.
Thank
Go
you.
girl.
But I think about, I can just take this to different parts of my life that I was like, I was just so frustrated. And I stayed at a job 9 years. You think I wasn't frustrated for 9 years?
It's a long time.
I was frustrated. I wanted to quit, but at no point did I feel like I wanted better. And when I got to a point where I was like, I want something better, you know what? I went and found another job. Yeah. So frustration wasn't enough to move me. And that just might be me personally, that I don't move in frustration. I will sit in it and I will move on and I'll try something different, but it's not enough to really push me.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I see it all the time. I'm even in relationships, I'm just fed up and over it. Right now, yeah,
Right.
okay, and then what? Then tomorrow that's bae again.
Right.
And it keeps going higher and higher from there because the next moment of frustration gets that much. And then you wait into this build up. Like you said, it doesn't have to get to that point. Let's come to the table. Let's reevaluate what's working, what's not working, then make some necessary decision. Put some things into place.
Right.
So that way we can be happy and live in harmony.
And it's not like spilling over
Right.
into unnecessary areas where we don't need all this negativity.
I feel like we don't realize that it's not spoken enough. It's television. Oh girl, when you're fed up, you walk out, you leave it. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
We gotta stop feeding that
It don't have to
energy.
get to that point.
Exactly. We've gotten to this point, and I talk about it all the time, the importance of communication with whomever you're with. But we can't fail the communication with ourselves.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I feel like we walk into things and we're just really unaware. We think we're mad, but you're not mad. You hurt.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're addressing anger, but you're not angry.
Right.
I'm hurt. I can't even express that to you because I don't even know.
Now you're giving yourself medicine for anger when it ain't even anger. It's
Correct.
hurt. You really
Correct.
just need a hug.
Hello?
You don't need that Advil.
Yeah.
Right. You just really need a hug.
Right.
That's a situation.
That's a situation for real.
And I think just knowing yourself, that's not an easy task.
It's not, especially if you didn't have those kind of things growing up to help you get self-aware, and you're learning it as an adult in your later years.
Reparenting.
Yeah, it's
you talk about the heart.
Different
that is extremely extremely tough. But listen, y'all, we're gonna keep this conversation going. Don't go anywhere. How about some young bloods? You may not know nothing about that, but my ATLians, I know y'all know about them young bloods. Let's get into it. Don't go anywhere. You are live in CeeCee's world.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? A-Town connection right here. You got Young Bloods featuring Daddy Fat Sack, you know what I'm talking about? Outkast, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, like this. Check it out.
I know you're waiting for Daddy. It won't be long, try to be patient, cause I'm coming to you. Riding dirty on 85, slow, taking it easy. I don't want nothing to keep me from you. I know you're waiting for Daddy. It won't be long, try to be patient, cause I'm coming to you. Riding dirty on 85, slow, taking it easy. I don't want nothing to keep me from you.
Now the wind blows as I'm on it at 5, and she been good with a 6-pack of that Colt 45, just like I should. And if I could, I will. I might hit tonight if things go right. I'm gonna cut this night, so I get a call from this broad. When the game like she ain't ready, but still indeed she on her knees, keeping things steady like Betty Crocker, the face doctor. Just as she's with passion, so now she bragging, lagging behind with questions she now be asking. So time is passing, now I'm mashing on. I'm gone living in the world of. So I suppose it's going down deep in your city, cause in these parts ain't nothing but hard times. Now shout it, please, really.
I know you're waiting for daddy, it won't be long. Shout it, be patient, cause I'm coming to you. Riding dirty on 85, slow, taking it easy. I don't want nothing to keep me from you. I know you're waiting for daddy, it won't be long. Shout it, be patient, cause I'm coming to you. Riding dirty on 85, slow, taking it easy. I don't want nothing to keep me from you.
I'm looking for anything, wanna cut them up like everything in my stable. Sir Lucius with the left foot is ready and able. But these crows will get on your nerve, bump off that, kicking them to the curb. You're lacking the tolerance, just let the crows get off of your parley. Stab out to the Cajun crab house, to the Jamaican cat house, to the college frat house, to the girl you just mad house, that rat house. And get you some skulls, she ain't your girl, skeet, one off and dip, boy. I'm slick as a curl, smooth as a pearl, don't be giving no gifts, boy. On the first date or the worst date, I'm going all the way on the first play. Like Hail Marys and field goals, I think I'll put here to drill crows. For real though, and while you blowing my ball, I'm off in your purse and get my gas money, then I'm back on the expressway and I'm out this burst. Yeah.
I know you're waiting for daddy, it won't be long. Shout it, be patient, cause I'm coming to you. Riding dirty on 85, slow, taking it easy. I don't want nothing to keep me from you. I know you're waiting for daddy, it won't be long. Shout it, be patient, cause I'm coming to you. Riding dirty on 85, slow, taking it easy. I don't want nothing to keep me from you.
Man, this getting crazy. This girl wants to face me. Met her till that week, told me that her name was Stacy. Bad look, jab straight to my collection. Jump in my leg, in my pocket, got protection for things to go down. See, I ain't playing around. Got a half a tank of gas, I'm 85 southbound. It's a long ass way, I'm from the 20 side of things. She said it's dead serious, hot like some lighter planes. So you know how it go. I'm the Tita. She told me some more. I shut my Cadillac door. My hands on the grain.
Broadcasting live from Atlanta while serving the entire globe. It's the fastest growing radio on the web. It's 106liveradio.com.
Neil Armstrong waited 6 hours and 39 minutes to step onto the surface of the moon. Jackie Robinson waited 20 months to play his first game with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And even DiCaprio had to wait 22 years to win an Oscar. You can wait until your destination. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Let's face it, times are still hard for many families. If you're among those struggling to put food on the table, there is no shame in asking for help, and that help is available. Sustaining Ministries Food Pantry, led by Pastor Brian Downing of Oakdale Church of God, has already given away tons of food and other necessities to families facing financial challenges. The location is 1631 Cooper Lake Road in Smyrna, and they are open Sundays from 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Additionally, if you are in a position to donate supplies, your gift would mean so very much to families in need. Go to sustainingministries.com for more information.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen.
For late nights writing English papers.
For your teen's music taste.
For dinners where they talk more on their phone than with you.
For the first time, they call you mom.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen, and you can't imagine the reward.
To learn more about adopting a teen, visit adoptuskids.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
July is National Cord Blood Awareness Month. Celebrate by spreading the word about cord blood. Cord blood is a term used for the blood collection from the umbilical cord and placenta when a healthy baby is born. Cord blood banking means preserving the newborn stem cells found in the blood of the umbilical cord and the placenta. After a baby is born, and even after delayed cord clamping, there is blood remaining in the umbilical cord and placenta that holds valuable newborn stem cells. Parents have a choice between donating cord blood to a public bank for free or paying to store it for their family in a private bank. Cord blood banking includes the whole process from collection through storage of the newborn stem cells for future medical purposes. To learn more about cord blood banking, visit Parents Guide to Cord Blood Foundation at www.parentsguidecordblood.org. This message was sponsored by Tanasha Gray, host of The Tanasha Gray Show, from 10 to 2 p.m. right here on 1065radio.com.
Let's think about it, or remember what we're thinking about. The brain is an amazing part of the human body. Brain tumor awareness is so important. Symptoms include new and increasing strong headaches, blurred vision, loss of balance, confusion, and seizure. Do not think twice to get yourself checked if you have any of these symptoms. Just a reminder from Dr. Curtis Mitchell.
Visit us at Urban Walk. Urban Walk is not just Asian stir-fry. Their flavor inspiration expands across the globe. Latino, Korean, Hawaiian, Mediterranean, Caribbean, Indian, and Asian, to name a few. The global exploration of stir-fry flavors and cuisines are endless. And don't forget about the signature sauces made in-house daily. They're made from scratch with our own spices blended together. We're located in Brookhaven, 705 Town Boulevard, Suite A415. Hours of operation are Monday through Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., Thursday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10:30 p.m., and Sundays from 11:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Come on through to Urban Walk and see how we're changing the face of fast food with one great, tasty, fresh experience at a time. Walk your way.
We are broadcasting live from our Atlanta studio. 106liveradio.com. Music, fashion, hot topics, and girl talk. You are tuned into CeeCee's World. Now on 106liveradio.com.
Welcome back. You are tuned in to CeeCee's World right here on 106 Live Radio, where excitement meets diversity 24/7. And if you want to be a part of this conversation, hit us up 404-464-8785. And if you are streaming live from YouTube, honey, the comment section is open for you. But before we get into, let's see what's going on in the comment section. Vaughn came through. Hello, friend. We are happy that you are here. He says we're doing great. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks. We really appreciate you. He also says you gotta want better.
Yeah.
Honor our commitments to ourselves.
Yes.
But first you have to have a commitment to yourself. We out here willy-nilly. I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
Hey, boo. Hey. Welcome to CeeCee's World. But the conversation it's got kind of real, y'all. It's getting real in here. We're talking, I don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about a lot of things. We're going in and out. But you definitely want to listen, because before the last break, we really talked about knowing yourself and having conversations with yourself so you can know how to proceed accordingly. And I said, you gotta have conversations with yourself, so you know how to move. And you said something very interesting of stop allowing people. You say it. You say it better than me.
So I've learned to stop allowing people to bully me into over-explaining, talking when I don't know exactly what to say, and finishing a conversation when I am not in my secure state. If my emotions are flared everywhere, we're having a heated discussion and conversation, and I care about you as a person, and I can't talk to you with love or even common sense because my emotions are everywhere as a woman, I am gonna say, I cannot finish this conversation right now. When I am in my right state and I have more clarity, I'll come back to you and we can finish this conversation. And I drop the mic from there. I don't need your approval to tell me that it's okay. Okay. Number two, I'm not going to over explain why I'm saying what I'm saying. You're going to respect my boundary, or you're going to be dismissed out of my experience, period.
Period. Baby, that was a word. Period. That is something that I stopped doing a very long time ago. And it was point blank, period. In the heat of things, I do not know how I feel, and I cannot answer that question. Well, what's the problem? What's wrong? I don't know. Can I talk to me first?
Yeah.
And what that allowed me to do was one or two things. I can quickly dismiss someone in my life who is not going to allow that boundary because they want to go and they want to fight and they want to argue and they want to deal with it in that moment. That I'm not ready and it's a bigger problem. So you're not for me because our conflict resolution is too different.
Yeah.
We not gonna make it because we can't figure this out on the same wave. And then on the second token, when I started doing that, I was able to have better conversations, which also was able to eliminate people pretty quickly too. Like, yeah, because you make me feel like this and I don't like it. And we're not going to keep doing this because this is This is you yourself, not a situation that's making me feel like this. This is you.
The law of feeling good says yes.
That's
it's
what
about
it's been.
feeling. It still feel good to me?
You know what's funny? I'm listening to you guys saying like you guys are creating the boundaries, but I gotta say, if it's in the heat of the moment, I'm going to because I know what I'm trying to say. I know what point I'm trying to make. I'm not gonna yell. So if you're yelling or whatever, I'm not gonna yell with you. I'm gonna make but I'm still gonna talk to you, let you know my point because you're just not gonna like yell at me and over talk and think that that's your way that you. But I don't know. I guess my tactic is I don't
but your tactic
stop. I don't
if it works
down,
for your conflict your like she said, the conflict resolution, if that works for you, being able to express, because sometimes we just want to express even if it doesn't make sense to the person, right? So if expression is your way of dealing with the conflict and I
gotta deal with it in that moment now I don't want it.
Some people are more like
right, and
I want to deal with
and
it
it works
now.
better if you have two people who are in the now. But if you have one person that isn't and one person that is, that's gonna be very hard.
That's why it's so important to know yourself, because as long as you know yourself, you can say, okay, what kind of quality do you have? How do you do the conflict resolution? How do you handle things? Okay, is that compatible? Is that going to be compatible in the relationship and also compatible in communication?
You talk about things say these difficult questions that we should be asking on the first date. Talk about it.
Yes, I'm telling you.
Listen,
we gotta know.
Speaking of the first date, we about to get into a little Chris Brown and Gunna clearly not going on any dates. But Chris Brown charging $1,000 for a meet and greet, baby. Those was first dates for these people, honey. Them pictures, them prime pictures they was taking.
If I had the $1,000, I ain't gonna lie. Like if my parents was up there or whatever, I had it, I would go see him and we gonna take a couple of
baby. He picked one baby girl up. I said, okay, Chris.
All kind of bent over, kissing on the neck.
I would have gave my little $1,000, but we gonna get into it right now. Don't go anywhere. You're in CeeCee's world.
You see, everything designer, that's on me. That's why when I walk, looking like you, just tryna. This trip got you in heat. It's jumping, baby girl, hop on it. You know that I'm on beat. All these trips got you thinking. Cause I some kind of love. Girl, I know that you ready. Girl, I'm not gonna let you down. I ain't gon' keep you waiting up. If you thought it's gon' get knocked out, you playing hide and seek, I'ma find you. Baby, hold on tight when you ride me. You know I like to eat, give me options. If you thought it's gon' get knocked out, I wanna get equal. All that earth for my ego. Baby, we gon' keep it simple. I need all that love on me. You like it what you see. Everything designer, that's on me. That's why when I walk, looking like you, just tryna. This trip got you in heat. It's jumping, baby girl, hop on it. You know that I'm on beat. All these trips got you thinking. These trips got you in heat. Super well, juices running down her knee. No stylist in the ceiling.
Got you flogging with an icy critical dick. Pretty vibes inside the mansion by the beach. With the prints all on your bathing suit, your style is so unique. Show me beds inside your room, designer garments for the week. And that's all on me, I swear that's all on me. You acting like you really want it. You gon' get it. Once I you good, I got you. In your feelings, Perky bands and Goya pouches. Got you dripping. Take a listen, more accountants. Counting digits, cherishing the riches. You liking what you see?
106 R&B and throwbacks on 106 Live Radio. Atlanta's music leader. Music, fashion, hot topics, and girl talk. You are tuned into CeeCee's World. Now on 106liveradio.com.
And we are back at it. You are in CeeCee's World right here on 106 Live Radio. If you want to be a part of this conversation, 404-464-8785. And of course, if you're streaming live from YouTube, we are on the chat and we see you. So hit us up in the comment section. Baby, it's just gotten so real. Too much realness. Too much realness. That first hour, listen, if you missed it, you gotta run it back.
Yeah.
You gotta run it back because it was jewels being dropped, and I just want you to run it back and have a conversation with yourself. Yeah. If you missed it, and if you didn't miss it, lucky you. You in here with me. I love it. Right. And so our special guest has an event that is coming up. Yeah. And it's on another level, right? It's a higher level.
It is.
So tell us about this event that you have coming up.
So this is the Real Family Reunion, the Return of the Gods. Is celebrating its 10-year anniversary. And the theme and the color for the event is purple and gold. So everyone's dressed in royal gala wear. Landrell will be performing.
Okay.
Of course, Queen Afro will be there. Ileana Vanziala will be there as well. I'm speaking. And this edition is about love. Yeah. It is all about love and raising that vibrational frequency. It's going to be a 3-day experience. It's not an event. It is an experience.
Okay.
So prepare to have your vibrations really being lifted. And also, you know, as we were talking about with the single life, as you're evolving and healing spiritually, come to the event and meet other like-minded people who just may be single or looking for a tribe to connect to as well. So come and find your tribe. The website is www.returnofthegodsent.com. That is where you can get your tickets. And it's going to be a vibe. It is going to be a vibe. We are going all the way up. Kateria Knowles will be there. And it's going to be just so amazing. So get your ticket.
I'm looking forward to seeing Chrisette Michelle.
Chrisette Michelle is going to be a special guest. She's coming to bless us with her vibration. So not only does she have that beautiful voice, her energy.
When I seen her at the Stellar Awards and she's just walking the carpet, she just looks, just this goddess, just beautiful. And
come on, Flex. Where was you at? Where was you at, sis?
At the Stellar Awards.
Oh, okay. Come on, Flex. I like it.
So there will be performances by the performances will be by Landrell. The beautiful Chrisette Michelle is the special invited guest. We will be having live African dancers and comedians. The gorgeous Yaya, the model Yaya, is bringing insight on loving our natural selves and ways to restore our beauty. In honor of the lineup includes Lala Delia, the author of Vibrate Higher Daily, and her husband Supernova Slam, alongside the man of the Heal Thyself program. And of course, this guest appearances by Queen Afu and Healing by the Light of the Moon. So Desi is going to be hosting, and this is going to be beautiful. Again, the dress code is purple and gold. Please come in your royal wear.
Now,
and see Ayana Van Zandt.
I have a question for you. If you are, you don't even know where you are in your spiritual journey. You're new in it. You're trying to begin in it. Is this an event for you?
This is definitely an event for you.
Okay.
Because you may find someone who can help you and be a huge catalyst in that transformation.
Okay.
So put yourself around an environment that has experienced what it is that you're getting ready to experience as well. Come be around the energy. Energy is contagious. And again, the law of feeling good says your vibe attracts your tribe. So you never know who you're going to connect with. So make sure you go online and get your tickets. www.returnofthegodsent.com. This is an event you do not want to miss. It is going to be, it's going to be the last weekend of July 29th, 30th, and the 31st. Every single event is designed again to help you raise a vibration. The first day, Friday, it's going to be a meet and greet.
Okay.
We're going to have the performers. The big day, the royal event, is going to be on the 30th, which is going to be Saturday. Sunday, we're doing a big cookout at the backyard of CeeCee's. And yes, come and enjoy the royalty, and also bring your children.
Come on, bring your
the
children.
so they can see all of this Black royal excellence.
I love it.
Yes. So the same way they have like the VMAs and all of these events, and the children say, oh, I want to be like this person, I want to be like that person. Well, the Return of the Gods event is designed to have those little beautiful Black children say,
come on,
how do I get an award, how do I be recognized? And it just goes from being a healer and being someone in the community making change, so they can be inspired and see that and do better for themselves. So
that is amazing. And I feel like horrible at this ratchetness I'm about to play. After such an uplifting
balance.
I might have to swap something out on the playlist. I feel a little, I don't know, a little weird. That was great. That was a situation. I felt that, and I'm gonna come with the foolery. But I do like something that you said that I'm finding more and more very important. The model Yaya talking about loving your natural self. Who you talk about a hard task in the society, in the world that we are living right now. Loving your natural self, it's almost as like you're asking a lot. Which says a lot.
And Lizzo is the perfect example for that. She's always loving herself, but people are criticizing.
Girl, hold that thought, because what we about to do is argue. I'll be back. Don't go anywhere, because I'm about to give her the business. Bye.
That's the most the coolest DJ on the planet. Wicked tones, What's Metro Boomin want some more? Wiggy. Hold up, way oh. Wiggy. Hold up, way oh. Stand up in the motor, what's the dashboard? Stand up in the motor, what's the dashboard? Hold up, wiggy.
DJ Esco.
Counters burning, money burning, graveyard. Found them parking, big dog barking. Hey. Blood tails on me, whoa. Y'all don't want that wave, whoa. I'm dripping Cartier, oh. Put a gold bird on you, that's what's happening. I put that lingo on her, she was Spanish. I feel a 1 liter of the Venice. It's continental and it's panoramic. It's complimentary to the sandwiches. If you around with me, it'd be a tragedy. I want green, no asparagus. I think lane, it ain't embarrassing. Wiggy. Hold up, wiggy.
The coolest DJ in the world.
That's going, know that going. I purchased Aviani, now she lit, huh? Wedding band rings on me lit, huh? Married to the game on the huh? Whoa. We made men. We ain't pulling up at cribs that we can't get. You can't pull up on Instagram, I ain't hit. And this shit telling lies about me, cause she ain't. She wanted big dog status. I was in the alley with them nickel bags, tally. Now I'm Taliban gang status, that was savvy. And you can't get close cause you don't know me. It ain't no more dipping, dabbing, hanging low key. They see me and they panic. I can't believe it, I was on the corner gambling. Oh, wiggy, wiggy, oh, wiggy, wiggy. Hold up, wiggy, wiggy, oh, wiggy, wiggy. Way, oh, way, oh, way, oh, oh. Way, oh, way, oh, oh. Stand up in the motor, bust the dashboard. Stand up in the motor, bust the dashboard. Oh, wiggy, wiggy, oh, wiggy, oh, wiggy. Hold up, wiggy, wiggy, oh, wiggy, oh, wiggy. DJ Eskimo City, the coolest DJ on the motherfucking planet.
Music, fashion, hot topics, and girl talk. You are tuned into CeeCee's World. Now on 106liveradio.com.
Hey, you are tuned in to CeeCee's World. I am your girl, CeeCee. Again, hey, if you missed the last little bit, make sure you run it back when we get into all kinds of things. And we're going to run to the comment section on YouTube. And a great question was asked. The question was asked, how do you get to the point to make you think you don't love yourself? I don't think it is a point that you don't necessarily like, oh, I hate myself, I don't love myself, but you can get to a point that you realize that you don't appreciate yourself enough. And you can get to that point by the negativity that you feed yourself. I'm not good enough, I am not worthy, I can't go there, I can't wear that. This is one that I think people fail to realize is a very negative thing to constantly tell yourself. After I lose weight, I'm gonna do this. After I lose weight, I'm gonna get here. After I get this, I'm gonna get this. We already setting ourselves back and haven't given ourselves enough credit for where we are right in that moment.
I call it revalidating yourself.
There we go.
How often do you validate yourself? And you know what? I like to do it every single day because we live in a society where we're seeing everyone with their great accomplishments and everything is made up, right? You see all of the glitz and the glam, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes when you intake and you ingest so much of that, your deserving factor is not fed by your own. Oh, you know what? I'm proud of myself for this. I did this today. I'm happy about this. You know what? I'm so happy and grateful I accomplished this in my life. I'm the bomb because of this. And when you take out the time and you reevaluate and you revalidate yourself, just like you said, the love and the appreciation for your being goes up. Your quality goes up. And guess what? People start treating you exactly how you treat yourself. So when you have those feelings of insecurity and you know what, I'll be better when I do this and that and the third, people will treat you better as soon as you start treating yourself better.
Which is that is so true, that people will definitely feed off your energy. And when you were talking about the natural hair, I thought about my natural hair journey. There was a time where I felt like I could not go out of if my hair wasn't done, if my weave wasn't done, if I didn't have a wig, a weave, ponytail, sewing, I couldn't go because I just felt like, my regular hair it just, blah, blah, blah. And I had all of these excuses.
Yeah.
And it made me feel, eventually it made me feel some kind of way because I would look at pictures and I'm like, I don't even like that. I don't even like that. But then I would look at pictures of my natural hair and I don't like that either.
Yeah.
Well, what do you like? You got to like something. And so I literally took scissors in my bathroom and cut my hair off, dyed it blonde, went to the barber shop a couple days later and was just like, I am going to force myself to figure it out and live in this moment. I'm going to take it all away.
Yeah.
And it did maybe force me to wear makeup every day because I definitely look like a 13-year-old boy. But I had to get my makeup and earrings on every day. But then I started to really like it. And what people reacted to me was less important. It was more important about but I like it. Yeah. Because I think about Instagram. People the follows, the likes went completely down because I had to retrain people that you're not seeing the big hair no more. So if you were here for that and that was your moment, cool, this ain't your moment right here.
Right.
But I had to really learn to appreciate myself in this natural state. And then as it was growing out, I started wearing wigs again. And then I said, no, just forget it. We're going to figure this out. Because if I keep walking around not figuring it out, I'm going to constantly be a slave to it. And even sometimes now, I might do my hair and I might not like it. But I walk with it, and I get it all together, and I'm like, okay, I'm here now. I'm good.
And it's absolutely beautiful.
I know.
Thank you.
It's
so
because
beautiful.
it's you, and I think that's a big part of loving yourself.
Yeah,
appreciating everything that grows on you and in you, your hair, your complexion, the tone of your voice, loving everything about you because it is you, not because it's compared to the standard of beauty, but because it is you. It is unique to you. Even with body types, I tell women all the time, some women, they want to go out and get surgery, and that's completely fine if that's what you desire. But your body shape and structure is tied to the tribe that you were assigned to in your genetic DNA.
Come on.
So your shoulders may be a little bit more broad, but guess what? You were more maybe swift and fast in the wind.
Right.
So
it's
just really about appreciating your whole entire makeup, knowing that it is no one on this planet who is exactly like you. And I think that's the most beautiful thing about self-love.
That's amazing. I love that.
That's so beautiful to hear. And I'm working through that journey with the hair stuff because I have alopecia.
Right.
And so I cut all my hair off and went bald so I can try to start it up. But with grow, it's there's nothing in the middle. And
have you tried bald?
Yeah, I went bald, but you can still kind of see so I'm trying to find that balance of where I feel comfortable with it, because it's
what I realized in the journey was I'm never going to get comfortable with something I see sparingly. So if I only take my wig off when my hair is looking a mess and I'm in the house, in my head when I look in there, I'm looking a mess.
Right.
And you feel me? Because it's definitely hairstyles where it grew on me and now I love it. But it was kind of you got to figure out what you're gonna do because you're out here looking crazy and you need to figure out what works. But if I don't keep doing it, I'm never gonna know.
I'm curious. The statement you said about the broad shoulders, maybe they run swiftly. So what do you say about women with bigger hips and butts?
Baby, we do everything.
What was our tribe?
Look, I feel like that was
our tribe.
That was a tribe that participated in a lot of walking. If you look at island women, they have those hips. They have that all proportion because you're consistently moving your lower body, so it's sculpted to be a little bit more curvilicious.
Come on, I still like this.
There's benefits to every single part of your body and your being, and as long as you accept it, and guess what, take it a step further and learn more about it.
Learn about it. Research
learn more about
it.
it. Why does my hair coil? I had to realize our hair coils because it coils up to the sun.
Hello.
Because it is alive. Straight hair is dead hair. And I said, oh, this whole time.
Oh, wow.
Come
where
on.
are the goats? so you're telling me my hair is coily and it moves because it's alive. It moves, right? And that just gives you that appreciation of who you are when you know what you are, where it comes from.
Oh my God, that's so man. Listen, it's that education piece.
I'm telling
it's
you.
that education piece because if we are if we're only consuming what the media wants to know, then or tells us it's these beauty standards, then baby, I ain't been good enough a long time.
I mean, look,
it switches every year. There was a video out I seen on social media, and the standard of beauty, it kept switching. Remember, it used to be the thigh gap, then no gap in the thigh, then big boobs, then no boobs, and it's just like small lips, now big lips, and it's just like you can be controlled.
Small butt, then big
right? You can be controlled by media, but media will have you in Dr. Miami yearly.
But remember when it was women didn't want to have certain types of women didn't want to have no butts.
Yeah, that flat was it, nothing on both sides. I'm like, I think
weird.
for black women,
right, not no butt.
It's so funny that she said the thigh gap. Y'all remember when Oprah was determined and she got the thigh little gap thing, and then she was like, okay, that's she was done, and then it was over.
Baby, I don't think these thighs go ever stop rubbing. They are meant to rub.
And I love it.
And
I love it. It's comforting.
Like, wait, I don't think I ever remember
a thigh gap, girl. Maybe when I was a baby.
Right.
That's not even. I'm just trying to fit in some jeans.
Right.
Just at this point, no.
I've learned to love every single thing about myself. My stretch marks, my stretched out skin from having a baby, the little hang time that my breasts have now from breastfeeding. It is
That's the tough one for me. The hang time. Listen, I'm about ready to go see Dr. Miami. Pick these up.
Well, you know what? Whatever makes your body comfortable. Pick them if you want to pick them up. Pick them things on up. It's about, again, the law of feeling good.
Hello,
so
there
guess
we go.
what? If I do, I only have one child now. If I have another one, these things go any longer. All right, the law of feeling good gonna have to kick in. I'm gonna have to go on and meet y'all in Miami.
right. I'm telling you, I said
this has stopped working.
Out of all the surgeries I've seen, because they look really horrible, but I would take the pain for this breast reduction. Because I just want to be able to run on the beach and be like, yes, they're not hitting me in my face.
I think about stuff like this, which is so random. Which why are you thinking about? Like, what's the one surgery that you would do if I just had to pick one? I'm just like, y'all can just give me a little lipo. Just a little lipo.
In what area?
Right.
On my thighs. They can just lipo these thighs. Yeah. Lipo my thighs.
She got some nice thighs.
So
thick thighs save lives.
Yeah, no. They'll still be thick. I just want them smooth. I don't just suction these out a little bit. Get me on together. This fupa, it'll be fine.
Right.
These hanging boobies, they're gonna be straight. This back fat, I can work that out.
But I've been seeing a lot of estheticians do, I don't know what it's called, but they can help sculpt those thighs for you as well.
Like a
That's
wrap,
unsurgical.
Right? These might be a lost cause. But listen. We might just have to let these just prey on these. But while we praying, we're gonna get into a little big pun and a little scissor broken clocks, and we're gonna come back, and you are right here in CeeCee's world.
Oh yeah.
Don't wanna be a player. I don't wanna be a player no more. I'm not a player, I just crush a lot. Punisher, still got what you're looking for. From a thug. I don't wanna be a player no more. I'm not a player, I just crush a lot. No big party, you're still down below. Hey, yo, I'm still not a player, but you still a hater. Elevator to the top high. See you later, I'm gone. Penthouse suite, penthouse freaks, in-house beach, French couch seats, 10,000 east, rent out lease with an option to buy. Copping a 5 of pence when I'm not. Up in the sky, rough in the lie. With my twincito, up in the Benzito with my Kiko from Queens, nickname Benito. We go back like DAs and wearing PJs. Now we reach the P gauge, running trains for 3 days. Who wanna ride? It won't cost you $1. Whether sore for harder, of course you're still gonna holler. Mama, I'm thick. I rip my through your hooters, I'm sick. You couldn't measure my for 6 rulers. Hold up, true lie. I'm all about getting loot, but I knock that bull if you out to get loot. I don't wanna be playing no more. I'm not a player, I just crush a lot. Punisher, still got what you're looking for. Uptown, baby, uptown. I don't wanna be playing no more. I'm not a player, I just crush a lot. No big party, you're still down below. I love from point of Buchanan, the black brand, but last I don't discriminate. I regulate every shade of that. Long as you show class and pass my test. Fat and breasts, highly intelligent bachelorettes. That's the best, I won't settle for less. I want to get a brunette with unforgettable sex. I lay your head on my chest, I feel my heartbeat. We can park the Jeep, pump off deep, and just spark the leaf. It's hard to creep since I found Joe. Every pretty round brown wanna go down low, but this boogie down professional. I'ma let you know once I put the blows. Get your clothes, cause you got to go out the door downstairs. Little brown hairs everywhere.
You nasty twin.
I don't care. Round here they call me Big Puns. If you with the big guns, big tongue, known to make a chick hot tub, popping bubbly, rubbing your spot love. Got to scream and punish me, but it don't stop. Watch the pun get wicked when I even look be like, don't stop, get in a hot tub, popping bubbly, rubbing your spot love. Got to scream and punish me.
Run fast from
my day job. Running fast from the way it was. Jump quick to a great chick. Running back to the strip club. I'm never going back, never going back. No, you can't make me. Never going back, never going back. They never take me. I paid enough for petty dues. I put enough of shitty news. I had a thing for dirty shoes since I was 10. Love dirty men alike. Ooh, better day than yesterday. Ooh, I just take it day by day. Ooh, never hearing what they say. Ooh, I just do it my way. All I got is these broken clouds. I ain't got no time, just burning daylight. Still love and still love. It's still love, it's still love, still love, still love, it's still love, it's still love. Nothing but love for you, nothing but love, nothing but love. All that I got, pieces and pages, talking a lot. Sorry, I'm faded, think I forgot. You love me, you love me. You love me. Gotta shift at 10 a.m. Gotta dip at 10 p.m. Gotta get that cash, won't get past the lunch break. I ain't had a smoke break in about 2 days, no break. Been about 3 years since I dated you. Why you still talking about me like we together? I moved on for the better. You moved on to whoever. I was down for whatever and then some. You gon' make me late to work again. Ooh, better day than yesterday. Ooh, I just take it day by day. Ooh, never hearing what they say. Ooh, I just do it my way. All I got is these broken clouds. I ain't got no time, just burning daylight. Still love and still love, and it's still love, it's still love, still love, still love, it's still love, and it's still love. Nothing but love for you, nothing but love, nothing but love. I don't eat, can't sleep past 9 a.m. Heartbeat make me feel young again. Can't beat 'em, just join the party. I don't need nobody. All that I got, pieces and pages, talking a lot. Sorry, I'm faded, think I forgot. You love me, you love me, you love me, you love me, you love me.
Music, fashion, hot topics, and girl talk. You are tuned into CeeCee's World. Now on 106liveradio.com.
Welcome back. You are in CeeCee's World. I am your girl, CeeCee. I feel like just today I'm vibrating on a higher level.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Thanks to our special guest who just giving some just enlightenment and just speaking life into us today. And honey, we've had a heck of a conversation. And if you missed it, if you could just let them know one more time about the event that's happening next week, and just let them know about the event one more time. Yeah, just one more quick time.
Absolutely. So it is Kamisha Sade here, and there's going to be a really royal event this next weekend. You do not want to miss. It is 2 weeks away. It is the Real Family Reunion, the Return of the Gods. Now, it's going to be at the Georgia World Congress Center. Come dressed in your royal, regal, purple, and gold. It is a 3-day experience. experience.
Come on with
okay?
the
It
experience.
is an experience, okay? Eliana Van Zat is going to be there speaking. Landrell is going to be performing. Special guest Chrisette Michelle with the vibes coming in. And it's going to be so much more in store. But bring your children, bring yourself, bring your family to come experience a royal event where we're going to be raising the vibrational frequency. And as we were talking about earlier, if you are single and you are on the healing journey, you need a tribe of people to support you, and you also just may find your husband.
Now she said something right then.
Look, I
Now
ain't
listen,
mad at it.
what other place to go and to vibrate high with other beautiful people, right? And the theme for this year is love. The colors are purple and gold, royal wear. And again, what better opportunity to possibly find a tribe and a husband.
Listen.
Okay, so get your tickets at www.returnofthegodsent.com.
Yes.
This is a 3-day experience that you do not want to miss if you are in Atlanta, Georgia. Or even if you're not, you got you got time to get it together. You want to come and experience this shift. You want to come and experience your vibrations being lifted. Okay, and listen, get your tickets right away. We still got some left, so y'all got a little bit of time.
Right. And again, I'm here for Chrisette Michelle. But yeah, y'all definitely just look it up, see if it's something you are interested in. If it is, you got to try it.
I'm excited, and I was just thinking about when you said come and meet. If you're single, you got to be careful of those the fake spiritual guys. There's this video going around.
They call him the Hoteps.
Yeah, he's a comedian, and he's acting like he's doing a yoga class, and he's like, oh, I see you coming in. I was about to leave, but now I'ma stay.
Namaste.
Oh, so done.
Done and done.
He is hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah,
you do have to be careful about especially a lot of people who are free spirited, a lot of women who are free spirited. I do find that sometimes they can be easily manipulated by spiritual men in the community.
Yeah.
So you always want to check in with your instinct and your intuition with dating,
because I be asking
questions. Always trust yourself.
That's like on period. Because I've told this lovely dating horror story, but before and now I'm gonna tell it again. So if you've heard it, we're gonna run it back.
Buckle up.
Yep. On a lunch break, Olive Garden, I see this man in a suit, tall, handsome man. This was many moons ago. I'm walking out, he's walking in. He like, hey, we just exchanged numbers. He wants to go on a date. Cool, I'm with it. We meet at TGI Fridays. At that time, I loved TGI Fridays. So I picked that spot. Because people always be like, Fridays, that was a red flag. That was my choice. So I'm the red flag.
Yeah.
He should have been like, she's no good. So we meet and we walk up, and now he's in, not work attire. He looking a little different, okay. I walk up, he got a full grill in. I'm like, oh my, that's not necessarily what I signed up for, but okay, cool. It is, it's cool. So we sat down and we had a very at that moment, that just when I realized he had a grill, at that moment, it didn't stop feeling good right then. I was like, ooh, this has gotten weird already. So we sit down, cool. And we're engaging in a very short conversation. I didn't tell that man too much of nothing about me, mind you. And he goes, you know why you gonna always be single? Or you know why you ain't gonna find a husband? And I was like, no, why? He said, because you too picky. And I was like, oh, okay. Our conversation did not lead to that.
He just out of
insecure.
And so, cool. So we eat. I'm still somehow there. He also then says that he would like to put his face in between my boobs and motorboat.
Oh my God.
Yet I still haven't gotten up. I still haven't
that
left.
food was real good.
And so, okay, I'm still going on with this situation. I've been uncomfortable since the grill. I should have been walked away, but I didn't. And so now after dinner, it was dinner and a movie. We're going to the movies. He has a coupe. I have an SUV. He was like, "Oh, you have a." He was like, "Oh, you have an SUV. It's bigger. You should drive." And I'm like, "Bro, is you trying to say I can't fit in your coupe? Because this is ridiculous."
Right.
And I was like, "So now I'm driving."
Yeah. Ooh.
Baby, all the flags was there. I said, like, my intuition told me to run when I saw the grill.
Yeah.
Did I listen? Absolutely not. Now he in my car. We're on the highway. He goes, after the movie, are we going back to your place, my place, or we getting a hotel? I said, sir, I am celibate. I am not having sex right now. And he goes, oh, you can drop me off right here. We're on the highway. I pull over to the shoulder and I let him out my car and he got out.
Oh my God.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And that was the end of that, obviously.
Wow.
So he would have preferred to in a shoulder. It's such an unsafe space to just sit and chill for someone to come pick you up. You have to send him your location.
And he left his car.
And he left his
No, this was so long ago. There was no Uber. He wasn't calling an Uber.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That was wild. But it got there because it's not even that I didn't trust my intuition. I'm just like, it's almost as if I'm like, how much further is this train wreck gonna go?
Right.
Like
it was like entertainment at that point.
Like the Gabby, what is that movie? Daddy's three
little girls. Daddy's little girls.
Yeah.
Child, I just could not believe that it happened. I immediately called my homeboy. I was like, you wouldn't believe what just happened. But it's like, all these flags was there.
Mm-hmm.
Clear as day. There wasn't no secret flag. No, they were waving the red flag. Listen, Miss Lisa said I should have been out of there at the motorboat. I should have.
That took me out.
When he wanted to motorboat my boobies, I should have been like, we're gonna end it here.
Did a little shimmy.
He wanted to do it in the restaurant.
I don't even know. He wasn't specific. He was just like,
he was just setting his intention.
Yeah.
Right. And they're big. I get it. And they sit on the table.
Right.
They do.
Been like,
I was just like, oh wow. Oh,
never
okay.
heard of motorboating before.
Yo, it was
that's
completely
a white thing.
It's
was he white?
No. Oh no.
That's just if he watch a lot of porn.
Oh God. Oh gosh. How do we get here? The babies is in here. We talking to talk.
I would just say,
special programming.
What
they do it. They do it on special programming. But yeah, I didn't avoid. My intuition was telling me run, and I was fighting my intuition, and I wasted my time.
You gotta listen.
But you know what? Such a good story. Now you have a good story to tell for the rest of your life.
So at a point in my life, I was a habitual dater. And I did not want to be in a relationship, and I didn't want to date the same person consecutively. But I did like to go out and have fun, so I just used to date and just if I saw you in January, I hit you up in March, see what's going on. And I was just a habitual dater. I went on all these dates all the time. I had the best time. I was finding myself. And just because you're a habitual dater does not mean you're sleeping with everyone you date. Just put that out there.
Yeah, exactly.
But I definitely was having commitment problems. I didn't want any type of commitment. I didn't want to have a conversation daily.
Yeah.
I was not someone that was going to hit you up every day.
Detached.
Completely.
Yeah.
I just wanted to have fun. I just want to go out, have fun. Dave & Buster's was my spot. I know they used to be like, "Are you sure? A call girl," because that was my date spot. But during that time of a habitual dater, I learned so much about myself in it, but also the dating horror stories were rampant.
Horror story.
Rampant.
What's that? You want to be a rapper? How old again? 40. Don't you think that's a little too old?
Listen.
Why everybody keeps saying that?
The dating horror stories are so. I realize that people don't know how to
court.
They don't know how to court, but they also don't know how to have a non-sexual conversation.
Yes.
And so for me, the moment a conversation got sexual, that's when it ended.
Yes.
So that's whether if we're texting on the phone or in person, our interaction just ended.
Right.
Because I feel like that's the max.
That's
because
the
I mean,
easiest
it's
thing to
apparent
do.
it's very easy to talk about. And as someone who really enjoys intellectual conversation, your brain and your ability to open up my brain is sexy to me.
Exactly.
It's like to be able to turn me on without without even talking about sex. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's just such a
It's a lost art.
It's a lost art, and you know, sex is so sacred. It is, and it's something that people just talk about. You know, I want to motorboat in your boots. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like it's not. It's to
so
me,
random.
it's like I enjoy a man who values and feels and positions sex to be sacred.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a conversation that we can have in a sacred moment, not over some French fries and some ribeyes.
And she knows.
Not
CeeCee
over
knows.
playing Mortal Kombat at doggone Dave and Buster's.
And I love sex. Love talking about it. You know, see, I've talked about it on it. But I don't want that to be, if we're talking the first time or it's our first conversations, I'm not about to be having a whole in-depth conversation about that. Like that's all you have to offer.
And guess
about
what?
yourself?
Listen, as a man, if you just throwing around your life force energy just because you see a woman who you can insert yourself into, that also shows me, tells me a lot about what you value and how much you value yourself. Because you know, a man of intellect and of value, he understands he just can't be out here playing around, sleeping around, because he understands things happen. You have children, you end up, you know, sometimes attracting crazy women. You know what I'm saying? Like men who really are intentional about who they enter into. And that's something, you know, you play around, you flirt, we're all grown, you know, sex is definitely a thing. But at the same time, on a first date, when I'm still trying to get past why you got these girls in your mom, I want to understand what your dental health looking like. Like, when's the last time you went to the dentist? Right. And if you really want to start talking about sex, this is a big one that men, is so interesting that when you start talking about this, sex it's not fun anymore. Oh, what's your sexual health?
Right.
Hello.
Okay. Right.
What's your sexual health? What was your introduction to sex?
Exactly.
Because I need to know that as well.
Well, you know what I do? I'm sorry, but this is what I do when they want to talk about sex, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you want to come to my place or your place?" Well, so what if I come to your place and I rob you? Or what if I see you got a color red and I don't like red in your house, and that sparks something, I go crazy. I'm trying to stab you or hurt you. Oh, okay, you ain't crazy. But how do you know? That I always flip it back on them. You're inviting me into your space, your sacred space of peace.
Making them think.
You don't know if I'm crazy. What if I'm just like, I'm trying to get your bag because I seen that you drive blah 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 blah.
Got to be more careful.
I'm not inviting you to my space. My space is very because I like when I go home. That's my yes, and I don't need you.
Like you gotta come to my. I don't know you.
Right, but they don't care. That, you know how I know? Because they do it all the time. And the way that you have introduced this sexual conversation early in our interaction, I'm not the first one you've done that to.
Right.
You're attracted and you are sexually attracted to me.
That's it. And
that's boring for me. That's boring.
Right.
Like when you are. One of the best dates that I had was good Dave and Buster's, baby. I'll tell you why I choose Dave and Buster's. It's very strategic. I do like to play games, but I can also see, how do you win? How do you lose? How do you handle frustration?
Yes.
Like if you have all these different games, you're not going to be great at everything. So I can, and also when we're playing games, I can ask you questions and you trying to do this, you can't, that lie don't come quick.
Exactly.
That lie don't come quick.
I like bowling. I do that for bowling.
Yeah. So I it's strategic in the fact that I like to play games, but we're playing games and we were playing two truths and a lie. And if that wasn't the best way to learn and get to know each other, and our conversation, as I went on as many dates as we have, it never went sexual.
Yeah.
But the more we had these non-sexual conversations, I got so sexually attracted to him.
That's it right
like,
yep. That's it.
It just got, it was the buildup.
Yep.
And the wild thing is, it was this crazy buildup and it never happened.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
And then we were like in the friend zone. And I had to like throw it away. But that buildup got so real just because we were having these great conversations. We really get to know each other. And for probably the first couple of days, I didn't realize he was hilarious until the third date. And like, it really built from there. And we don't do that no more.
I kind of like it when, like you said, you have the good conversations, but when you can be flirty with the person, and it doesn't have to go to sex, because then that makes
Keep it light and fluffy. My grandmother always said, keep it light and fluffy.
Nothing wrong with the misinterpretation of a flirt.
Oh, well,
Sir, I just really, I wanted you to give me a discount. You're doing a lot.
That's true.
You're doing a lot, good sir. Listen, we got to pay a couple of bills. We're going to jump into a little music, pay some bills, and we will be back. So don't go anywhere. You are live right here in CeeCee's World.
Oh, yeah.
That's you with that big body Benz, huh? That's you that can't keep old lady because you keep yelling them friends, huh? You gotta go to court, huh? You got service subpoena for child support, huh? That was that nerve, huh? You ain't even get a chance to say a word, huh? I know I ain't tripping. Don't your brother got them birds, huh? You ready to bust you somebody's head, huh? You ain't scared, huh? You know how to play it, huh? I know you ain't gonna let somebody come and punk you, huh? Stand in front you, huh? Straight up run you, huh? You know who got that fire green, huh? You know how to use a triple beam, huh? It ain't hard as it seems, huh? You keep your body clean, huh? You got a lot of your bold jeans, huh? Some of your partners dope fiends, huh? You don't really want to mess with them clowns, huh? You come up with them clowns, huh? You stuck with them clowns, huh? You a big chaser, you got your block on fire, you remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. You make nothing out of something, you handle your biz. They don't be crying, it is something you a big chaser. You got your block on fire, you remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. You make nothing out of something, you handle your biz. They don't be crying, it is suffering. You can't do nothing but love fresh, huh? You wanna know what we gonna do next, huh? You bought our take with your check, huh? You wearing a vest, huh? You trying to protect your chest, huh? You spend 70 on your Benz, huh? That ain't sure that's for your friends, huh? You wanna stop these haters from playing with you, huh? You wanna run the block, huh? You wanna be the last one with rocks, huh? You keep your gun cocked, huh? You count the money at the end of the night, huh? You on a 3-day flight, huh? You full of that diesel, huh? You ducking them people, huh? You the one face was on news last night, huh? You the one robbing the dudes out their shoes last night, huh? You don't come in the project when it's dark, huh? You claim you're a thug and you ain't got no heart, huh? You came in the North on New Year's Eve, huh? You got stuck in there and you couldn't leave, huh? It was hard for you to breathe, huh? You're a people chaser, you got your block on fire, you remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. You make nothing out of something, you handle your biz. You don't be crying, it is something, you a people chaser. You got your block on fire, you remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. You make nothing out of something, you handle your biz. You don't be crying, it is suffering. You got a trespass in charge, huh? You got on the hard, huh? When you was looking at them the bras, huh? You don't know when to quit, huh? That's you with that shot calling click, huh? That's you with that ball and click, huh? That's you that's taking them hits, huh? Your girl don't know when to shut up her mouth, huh? You gon' one of her teeth out, huh? You done switch from Nike to Reeboks, huh? You twinkle your goals every time you leave your house, huh? The income tax checks out, huh? You about to flip that, huh? You about to go so you a gram, huh? You about to go treat your nose, huh? You about to go put the dope D on one of these hoes, huh? When you broke, you drove, huh? When you paid, you got boo-boo places to go, huh? You on top, huh? You don't think you can be stopped, huh? You ride somebody's shop, huh? You ride in the Benz on 20-inch rims, huh? You a baby chaser, you got your block on fire.
Broadcasting live from Atlanta while serving the entire globe. It's the fastest growing radio on the web. It's 106liveradio.com.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we
go. Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
63 Americans a day die by gun suicide. By storing our guns safely, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo, we can give our loved ones a second chance at life. Learn more at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
Let's face it, times are still hard for many families. If you're among those struggling to put food on the table, there is no shame in asking for help, and that help is available. Sustaining Ministries Food Pantry, led by Pastor Brian Downing of Oakdale Church of God, has already given away tons of food and other necessities to families facing financial challenges. The location is 1631 Cooper Lake Road in Smyrna, and they are open Sundays from 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Additionally, if you are in a position to donate supplies, your gift would mean so very much to families in need. Go to sustainingministries.com for more information.
Neil Armstrong waited 6 hours and 39 minutes to step onto the surface of the moon. Jackie Robinson waited 20 months to play his first game with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And even DiCaprio had to wait 22 years to win an Oscar. You can wait until your destination. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Let's think about it or remember what we're thinking about. The brain is an amazing part of the human body. Brain tumor awareness is so important. Symptoms include new and increasing strong headaches, blurred vision, loss of balance, confusion, and seizure. Do not think twice to get yourself checked if you have any of these symptoms. Just a reminder from Dr. Curtis Minter.
If you want to know what a guy would think about it or do about it, listen in to The Male Perspective with host Willie LeGrand every first and third Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m., where they discuss all things from a male point of view.
On Mondays, come hang out with our money guru as he helps you on your chase for that paper. It's Money Mondays with Dennis Charles and his co-hosts, Nadine Ellis and Everton Christie. Invest your time with us, and in return, you'll receive financial education. Call in at 404-464-8785. Money Mondays broadcasts live every Monday from 4 to 6 p.m. Powered by 106liveradio.com.
Do you have a business that you'd like to promote? Or maybe you just want to sponsor the show and keep the good vibes going. If you would like to, the information is up on the screen. You can find us at www.106liveradio.com, or you can give us a call, 404-689-5483.
Music, fashion, hot topics, and girl talk. You are tuned into CeeCee's World. Now on 106liveradio.com.
Y'all, I am so sad. I'm so sad. It's been an amazing 2 hours. You are right here in CeeCee's World, and we have gotten it in. Baby, today was girl talk.
Oh, yeah.
Baby, we got our girl talk on this day, and it was great, and I feel like I needed it. Again, if you are just tuning in or you missed the first half, yo, run this thing back. It is worth the run back. And tell your friends, you got to tune in. You got to watch this. Send the link, the YouTube link, send it to a friend. They need it. But before we get out of here, let's hear from our special guests and see where you can find them.
Absolutely. I am Kamisha Sade. I'm a mind, body, and soul coach for women. On Instagram, I am the real Kamisha Sade, KAMESHASADE. I'm on the YouTube. I'm in the YouTube world, Kamisha Sade. I'm over in the book Facebook world, Kamisha Sade. Okay, you can also pick up a few of my books at healingtohealed.com.
Healing to Heal.
Healing to Healed. Healed has an ED.
Okay, healingtohealed.com.
Yes,
on it. Don't say less. Say less.
And I do retreats for women. Okay, I'm an author, and I have some amazing things coming up for those stay-at-home moms to get their sexy back.
Come on.
Okay, so please follow me if you are a stay-at-home mom or the wife of an alpha or just a woman who's just on her spiritual journey. Tap in with me. Yes. Follow me on Instagram.
We need that.
Yes.
The real Kamisha Sade.
Come on. The real Kamisha Sade. Miss Lady T.
Well, I am a host here, 106, for What's Happening in Atlanta.
All right.
We had our mid-season finale, but me and CeeCee will be back in September with more awesome things, more wonderful spotlight guests. But you'll see me out, okay? Because I will be out in events, covering events still. So connect with me on Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, Miss Lovely, MISS Lovely T.
Come on, Miss
Okay.
Lovely T. And of course, you can follow me. Make sure you are following your girl, CeeCee, on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at CeeCee Lovebug. That is CeeCeeLuvbug. And also, make sure you are tuning in every Friday at 7 o'clock for my live YouTube series called Let's Talk About It. And baby, it's nothing but celebrity gossip because we get into all of the tea. And you don't want to miss it on a Friday. And that is on my YouTube channel on CeeCee's World. So, of course, make sure you are tuned in and followed on all the sites. But until next time, be confident in you and love every inch of yourself.
Real niggas. Hey, yo, walk the boss. Free